Alright, so going into these woods here, like I say, usually this right here I find several morels. I don't know if you can see it from here, but there's one right up there. So I found one already, so let's get through this fence if I can without getting tangled up. Let's see. Yep, oh, look at there. Okay, there's Diesel, and he's already stepped on a few of these mushrooms. I found a pretty good little batch of them right there in front of him. I can keep him from biting them. There's a nice one. Put that in the bag. There's one there. There's a little patch of 3 right there. Some pretty good luck today. This is the latest here in Oklahoma that I've ever found Diesel. This is late April. Usually all gone by now. See, there's some right here. And these are, it's a little bit dry, but this one's not. Soak them in the water overnight and they'll rehydrate. So just because they're dried up doesn't mean they're not good. So yeah, they're late coming out this year. What do you think, Diesel? Think we'll do any good? Already have. Okay. Now you quit stepping on them, okay? Okay, let's see. Okay, there's a couple right there. Break them off just above there. Getting a pretty good little mess started there. Oh, looky there. Right over here, there's a little bundle of them. Okay, put that in the bag. Now the morels, sometimes they're a golden color like that. Sometimes you'll find them, they're kind of a darker gray color. They're always going to be that texture. Now there's what they call a false morel. But see how this is hollow? A real morel is going to be hollow all the way through. Now what they call a false morel, which you're not supposed to eat, some people do, but they may have a bad effect on you. They're not hollow in the middle. They're veiny. So you want to stay away from them. I heard somebody calling them a red morel once. There's another one. Let's say it's pretty dry, but soak it in water overnight before you cook it, and it will rehydrate it, and it will be just fine. Thing about these morels, you got to be careful because you'll step on. And you'll ruin several before you even realize what you're doing. So they are well camouflaged. I was down here in this part where I'm standing right now about 3 weeks ago, and I found, I think, one. But now I already found a pretty good little mess starting out. And let's see what else. I bet there's a lot more out here too because they're springing up. Take a look around along this bank. I'll tell you the way I like to cook my morels is I slowly melt a stick of butter in a skillet, and I slice the morels long ways generally, and I dip them in a mixture of flour and cornmeal, and I fry them in that butter. And I serve them with mashed potatoes and steak sauce, and they are delicious. Now, I know there's going to be some more of them out here. So, let's go have a look around. Oh, found another one. Oh, I found two. See right there? There's one. A little bit dry, but again, soak them in water. They'll be, actually, if I'd have been here a couple of days ago, they would have been even better. Oh, there's another one. You get around these logs, you find them a lot. That one's pretty dried out, but it'll be okay. Take a look around here. Diesel, are you finding any? Are you helping me? Hey, Diesel, you're just eating grass, ain't you? All right. Ooh, I see a cluster of them, I think. You got to get down. My technique generally is I get down low and look across the leaf litter, and you'll see them kind of, generally you'll see them sticking up above the leaves if you get down on this level here, and you'll see them a good ways off. And I see one up there. I'm going to walk you right to it, so see if you can pick out when you actually see it. It's right there. Right there. And I see several more ahead of me. Man, I've hit the jackpot today. Oh, and there's one. Got to be careful you step on them. Or if you got your trusty sidekick like Diesel with you, he might step on some. Look at there. Diesel, he's about to step on some. Right by his back leg, there's one. And he missed it, luckily. All right. We're getting a pretty good mess of them here. Now, there's another one. They're all over the place down here. You know, I just almost didn't come mushroom hunt today because I was thinking, you know, it's too late for them, and generally it is. But I'm sure glad that I did come looking. That's a pretty one right there. And again, the morel is hollow. Not many other mushrooms look like, well, I don't know any other mushroom looks like them except the false morel, and they're not cone shaped like that. And Diesel, he doesn't know anything about mushrooms. He just steps on them if he's not careful. And there's another one right over here. Again, I was saying earlier, some of them are golden colored. And this one here is that's a darker gray color. And it's not a different type of mushroom, not a different type of morel. Same kind, just I don't know what makes them different colors. Maybe where they spore or not. So anyway, we're gonna walk deeper in here and see if we can find some more. All right, across back over the creek, and found a couple more here. Look at there. I'll bring some scissors, like cut them loose in the ground. There's another one right there. And we're getting a pretty good little bag started there. And thought I saw one. Yeah, there's one. Right there as well. It's dry, but it'll moisture. There's a couple more right up there. And I think I just almost didn't come looking today. One there. Ooh, look, there's more over there. Just all over the place down here. Diesel, don't step on them. I saw one down the bank over here, I believe. Yep, can you see that one down there? To find a place to go down and get it. It gets to be a real challenge when these things are growing in a briar thicket or something, and then it gets to be a question of just how bad you want them, and they will literally just spring up wherever the spores fall. By the time you're picking them here, their spores have already been released into the air, so you're not hurting next year's supply by picking what you find. Well, there's one I stepped right over. So, I mean, what you don't get is just going to go to waste. So, all right, we'll go follow this line of trees around. Let's see what else we can find. All right, now this is a spot over here I usually find pretty good mess of morels. Looks like a cow's been tromping around here, but I see a couple of, there's one. Pretty good size. It's dry, but that's okay. A big one. And I see a real big one over here behind me. Yeah, that's a nice one there. See that? Whew. That's a nice morel right there. That's that golden brown. There, see the texture of that? And as I said earlier, it's hollow. So that's a really nice one. Getting my Dollar General bag pretty full of them. So this is now I'm ouch, tangled up in some briars. That's part of it. Okay. You know, with me walking and filming here, there's a very real chance that you folks that are watching may actually see some that I miss. Okay, straight ahead of me, you can see it, there's a big morel on the ground up here. That's a nice one. This is a gray color. Ooh, that's a big one. Look at that. Whoops. That's a nice one there, and that hadn't been out very long. All right. This has been a, oh, there's another one underneath the cedar tree there. Let's see, find a way to get to it without getting tangled up in the briars. Like I say, sometimes it just comes down to how bad do you want that morel? If there's another one right in there, you want to wade through the briars and under trees to get to them. Well, I tell you, I'll go through about any of this to get to them because they are delicious. So I'm back through here. There's that one I saw. Up right there. Hey, these are good size ones down here. Look at that. Nice one. I saw another one. And find where I saw it. Okay, I see it over there. Right there. Another one. There's actually one laying on the ground there, but it's all trampled, so I'm not going to mess with it. Alright. Alright, I just about walked past these, but here's another. Ooh, that's a big one. It's broken over, but that's no problem. The size of that one. It's a nice one. So now I'm going to go home and prepare these.